Hey guys, it's Kayla, and we're going to do another bonus episode. This is going to be like a mini series within our show where we talk about our experiences with traveling. Not necessarily, us shooting the shit, whatever, but we do travel a lot. I travel for work. Stephanie travels for pleasure. So we explain our experiences in depth in our episodes, but I want to go into what I'm experiencing right now, because by the time I talk to Stephanie for the next episode, some of this is going to get lost. So I'm sitting at a Candlewood Suites. Picture this, okay? Candlewood Suites, Kansas City, Missouri, North Kansas City area, north of North Kansas City. All right, the middle of nowhere. Guys, let's face it, I'm literally in the middle of nowhere. Anyway, I'm here for work. I have done this twice now. I've gone to Kansas City. It's actually a really fun city. But I want to talk about this Candlewood Suites, okay? So I come in, and the people that I work with are so gracious when it comes to booking me hotels. Thank you to everything they do for me. Seriously, they work so hard to make sure I have awesome events. If you don't know, I'm a promo model, brand ambassador, whatever you want to call it, sales, marketing, blah, 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 whatever you want to call it. So I'm going around and I'm repping a company. They do an amazing job putting me up, letting me travel with them. But I gotta talk about this hotel, okay? So I come in on Wednesday night. I'm so tired. I had gotten to the airport at like 9:30, 9:45, and I check into the hotel at like 6:30 or something. So I've had a long day just trying to get to Kansas City from Minnesota. There's construction going on in the lobby, no big deal. They tell me they don't offer breakfast. Thank you for the heads up. I already knew I was going to have a kitchen though, so I was pretty pumped for that, because then I don't have to rely on breakfast. I don't have to rely on going out to eat all the time. I can just choose whatever I want to eat. I get to my room after lugging my suitcase up the stairs because the elevator was broken. No big deal, though. It was only one flight of stairs. And my room smells so badly of cigarette smoke. Like, it was musty with cigarette smoke. And guys, I don't smoke cigarettes. I didn't grow up around cigarettes. And no shade to anybody who does, because I have plenty of friends who do it. Plenty of family who does it, and I'm fine sitting, I love nothing more than being at the bar with the smokers, sitting outside. That's where the best conversations are, okay? I have no big deal about that, but that's open air. That's like you're a couple drinks in, not in a room confined to the smoky smell. So I open the window, maybe I'll air out. I'm talking to my boyfriend. Hopefully, it'll be fine. Then as we're talking a little bit more, I'm like, I hate to complain, but I don't want to be blamed for smoking in this room. It is so bad. And Parker, look at this. I sent him a picture of this curtain, and there was literally a cigarette burn in the curtain. And I was like, okay, I got to go say something before they come in afterwards and think I did damage or something like that. And the people at the lobby were so nice, so sweet. I was like, maybe this is just like unusual. This doesn't happen all the time. So the lady at the lobby tells me, oh, that's because you're in a smoking room. That's why it smells. And I was like, oh, I didn't know that was still a thing. When's the last time you walked into an establishment or somewhere where there's a lot of people coming in and out, where smoking is allowed inside. Like, that was a thing of, like, the 90s, you know, like, they banned that so long ago. It didn't cross my mind that that would even happen. And like I said, like, no shade. I used to go to a Western themed bar when I lived in Orlando, and people smoked there. Like, you know, that was kind of the vibe, though. So, like, I'm fine if I go into a setting where I know it's gonna be like that, but I just was so thrown off, and I just didn't even expect it. So she was like, we can move you, but not until tomorrow, because they're all the non-smoking rooms are filled. But somebody will be checking out tomorrow morning, so as soon as that room is clean, we can transfer your stuff. And I was like, okay, cool, thank you so much. I'm so sorry. Like, I just had no idea. And I could have put up with it, but I'm glad that they were gracious enough to move me. So, didn't think much of it. I didn't have to reach out to the person I'm in contact with that booked the hotel in the first place. I took care of it myself, all right? So I'm, like, getting settled for bed. I'm going to put up with it until I move. I go to the bathroom. It's almost midnight, and I'm not even joking you. I see a bug crawling across the carpet toward underneath the bed. And I was on the toilet. There was not really anything I could do about it. And also, like, what's going to happen if I kill this bug? Are there going to be more bugs? Like, are they going to be attracted to it? I don't know. Is that really a thing? I don't know. I was freaking out. I hate bugs that are shaped in the way that this bug was shaped. So I'm just going to leave it at that. I couldn't sleep that night. I don't know what's wrong with me, but I could not sleep thinking about that situation. But I didn't want to bother the lobby, because what are they going to do? Move me into another smoking room and then I move the next morning? No, I can handle it. Like, been in this situation before. Florida has bugs. Like, grew up in that situation. So the next morning I go down to the lobby, and the lady there is so sweet. She's actually the one that, like, physically was booking my room in the first place. So she was like, oh yeah, I know all about, like, you being here, and here's your new room key. And I let her know about the situation. She was like, oh my God, like, not oh my God girl, because obviously that's not professional, but basically, oh my God girl, like, you should have just called the lobby when that happened in the middle of the night. And I was just like, oh, I didn't want to bother anyone, and whatever. So they moved me to the opposite side of the hotel. All is good now. It's been one night in this room. Nothing to say about it. But what an experience. I mean, I have this stove. I have a dishwasher. I have a microwave and a full freaking fridge and freezer, all right? Like, this kind of stuff is lit. And usually people live here long term in, like, suites versus inn versus hotel, whatever. But every single hotel I'm in is just a totally different situation. And I just wanted to tell you guys about it. So if I have any more updates, I guess I'll do a part 2. But for now, this is Kayla signing off with God, am I ever going to say our name right? Are we having fun? Are we having fun? Yes, we are having fun, all right? It's going to be a freaking awesome weekend. It's Friday right now. We got a long way to go in Kansas City. And the Chiefs and the Bengals are playing this weekend, so I know it's going to be a good time. I'll talk to you all later. Make sure you download and rate our podcast 5 stars to get more dish from our lives, more shit show, more adventures, more cocktails to come. Okay, so I feel like I closed off the episode without really giving a full overview and leaving you guys with any sort of, like, advice or guidance in booking your next travel. The whole point of the review is to help you guys with your future travels. So, anyway, let me give an overview of Candlewood Suites, because everything, the pros and cons that I went through were kind of heat of the moment. And now that it's the next day, I can be a little more objective. So the hospitality was so gracious. They, from start to finish, have no questions asked, done everything to make me feel comfortable. And I am so grateful for that. That's like number one. I'm such a customer service person. I expect the same level of customer service that I would provide to somebody else. So I really appreciate that. They moved me, no questions asked. This room, I've had no issues with it. And let me just say that when you're booking a stay, pay attention to the label behind the brand name. So that could be resort, hotel, inn, suites. You get the idea. I'm staying in a suite. So that means that I have a full kitchen. Sometimes there's like an extra bedroom, but this one's more of a studio setup. But anyway, you're expected to stay a long period of time. Some people come in here for a week at minimum and they stay for months. So the room is not going to be brand new looking. It's going to be lived in. People have literally lived here. I can see like people staying in the other units, like chilling. They live here for a while. So as long as, the sheets are clean, the floor is clean, like that kind of stuff, as long as that's done, it's going to be a little dinged up. But, at least moving out of the smoking room made me feel a lot more comfortable and cleaner. So overall, with this whole stay, I have the full kitchen. I was able to go grocery shopping. Like, I can sit here, drink my coffee, eat my taquitos in the morning. Super random breakfast item. I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. This is a solid number, 7 out of 10. Because, they're actually going through renovations right now. And they did let me know that, hey, you're staying in a smoking room. I mean, I didn't know beforehand, but I also didn't book the room. And maybe they should have said that up front to the person who was booking the room. But whatever, no problem. They found me a new place. So for their customer service, I'm giving them a 7 out of 10. And if you have any questions about traveling, like you want to go more in depth about the differences between resort, hotel, inn, suites, like just let us know. I mean, I have experience with booking travel and traveling. Stephanie definitely has experience traveling and booking herself stuff and her friend stuff. And she finds like the cutest bungalows, resorts, private resorts, whatever, everywhere in the world. So just talk to us because we'll help you sort it out and help you find the stay that you deserve. And if you're not traveling, then thanks for sticking around and listening to us, living vicariously through us and our craziness, because we really appreciate it. All right, catch you next time.